my channel where today I'll be turning myself into a flower fairy. So the other day I got some really nice yellow roses and I want to do a makeup look inspired by them and using them as well. So I want to do a very simple yellow themed fairy makeup look. I also want it to be very pastel colours because it is now spring and I feel like spring goes so well with pastels, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start out with my Luminous Putty Primer and I'm just going to put it all over my face like I normally do. In my last video I said I'm going to try and keep this until it's finished, but I'm honestly thinking of finding another primer and giving this away to a friend because it does not work well for me. I feel like it just doesn't make the makeup stick anywhere near as long as the other primer I was using. I don't like the finish, I don't like the way it settles on my skin, so honestly I really do not recommend this primer at all. I do not like it. So don't be surprised if this disappears from my collection. It is just not very good. Maybe a friend will like it. I don't have many friends who wear makeup, but maybe someone will like this as like a going out makeup look. Like I said before, I want to do a very simple pastel makeup look, so I feel like this palette is perfect for that. This is the Playhouse palette from Cult Candy Cosmetics. This palette has this really nice yellow in here. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but it is vaguely shimmery. This palette has a few shimmers and then a few mattes. I don't know if it shows up that well on camera because it is really light, but it looks so pretty in person. And I'm just going to put that all over the eye. Now I know spring started back in March, but it really didn't feel like spring. It was really cold, I was wearing my coat all the time, and it wasn't even raining. But now it's nice and sunny, it rains quite a lot, it's very much spring weather. I'm still wearing a coat sometimes, but usually just right in the morning, and then throughout the day it warms up. So it's finally starting to feel like it's actually spring at this point. I was honestly starting to feel like it was never going to get any warmer. So I'm so happy it finally did. Especially because I love drinking bubble tea, and I only drink cold bubble tea. So in the winter I can't drink it while walking around because I get so cold. I can only drink it in my house. But now I can go for a walk and have a bubble tea at the same time, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera. If I move my head maybe you will. But this colour is slightly shimmery and it looks so pretty. Especially in person it shines really nicely. I would highly recommend this palette if you want like a very subtle colour. None of them are that bright, even these ones that look more bright in the palette. They are not this bright on the eye. Annoyingly, it doesn't wear for very long. Like if you wear this all day, they will kind of fade away. But I still like the colours, they're very blendable and they are very pretty as well. To make this look a little bit more interesting, I want to go in with some bright yellow. I know I said I wanted to stick in the pastels, but I do feel like I want to have a nice bright yellow to symbolise the sun finally coming out. So I'm going to go in with this Super Beauty Hydro Fix eyeliner. I want to put this on my inner corner, but my eyes water kind of a lot, so I can't really wear that for a very long time. But seeing as we're just filming this video, I feel like I can put it on my inner corner and then when I'm going out later I can just take it off. So that's what we're gonna do. So I got back from my Easter holiday yesterday. I wasn't home for very long, but I went there for a few days and it was so nice to see everyone. I don't get to see my family that much because I'm so engrossed in university work. So it was nice to actually catch up with my parents and my grandparents and my siblings. And then I went to Birmingham with my siblings and one of my older siblings' friend, which was nice because I haven't been to Birmingham in ages. Feels like it never changes. It's very strange. It's a very stagnant place. I wish the shopping centre had more to it because ever since Debenham shut down, that part of the shopping centre is just completely barren and empty. And it looks really ugly. I don't know how they would fill that space though, because it is such a big department that is now just gone, just completely empty. Leicester has the same problem where part of the shopping centre used to be a Debenhams, and it just doesn't look good at all. I don't know how they're ever going to fix it, to be honest, because there isn't really a shop that's big enough to go in these spaces. They're going to have to split them up and that's going to be so expensive. But honestly, I'm very looking forward to seeing what they actually do with it eventually. Also got to go out for a few drinks with my grandparents, which was very nice. I don't get to see my grandparents that much. They haven't come to visit me this year. Again, because I've been far too busy for anything, quite honestly. Final year is a lot. I feel like that is a universal thought, but if you've ever been to university, final year is a lot. If you're going through final year, please take it very, very easy. Don't get too stressed out. Plan things ahead if you can, but always remember that you have to go out and see people. Don't just lock yourself in the room. Go out, enjoy yourself. You do have time to do it. I absolutely promise you do. Even if it doesn't feel like you have the time, make time to do something fun. Do something nice, even if it's a 20-minute walk. Do something outside of your house because you will be really grateful for it, I promise. I really like this contrast. I feel like the neon and the pastel go so well together. It looks really cute. I'm now going to go on to actually adding the flowers. So before I take any petals off my flowers, I'm going to lay down the glue. I'm going to use this really old duo glue. I'm hoping that it actually has something in it because I don't know the last time I used this. Okay, it's very watery. Maybe I should have shaken it. No, it's still just as watery. Oh well. I'm going to take a little paintbrush and just dab on some glue where I feel like I'm going to put these, kind of going around the edge of my eye. And before that dries, I'm going to quickly go grab a rose. Look how pretty this rose is. They're such pretty flowers. I love them so so much. So I'm going to take off a few petals no matter how sad it makes me, and I'm just going to stick them to my face. That stuck so well because I left the glue to dry for a little bit. I'm not fully convinced this is my sort of look, but I am glad it worked. What do you think? Is that a bit strange or does it look quite cute? I'm not sure. I feel like it definitely gives fairy vibes, like it doesn't seem like actual makeup, which was what I was going for, but I'm not quite sure on it. But anyway, let's do some final touches before these start to wilt, because I'm very worried they're going to wilt quite quickly. First, I'm going to go in with some setting spray. Then with a little bit of highlighter, I'm going to use my Drama Queen palette, and I'm going to go in with the white one, just because I feel like this colour is going to go quite well with all the yellow. And because I've got nothing on my lip, I'm going to make them extra shiny to look like they have a gloss on them. Maybe I should have added something to my lip, I don't really like it. Let's add a pink to my lip. I'm going to go with my Elva 2 palette, and go in with this pink here, which I always like, just to add a little bit of colour to my lips and make them look a little bit bigger, because right now they're just fading into my face and I'm not a big fan of that. I feel like that looks a little bit better. I'm still not fully sure on this look. I feel like it looks a little bit strange. Definitely not my sort of style, but we're going to add some elf ears and then we're going to be done. They just hook around the ears like this, so I don't have to use any spirit gum or anything, they just stay in place. And with that, this makeup look is done. I really hope you like it. Like I said before, I'm not sure on it. I want to do a better look with the petals because I feel like the petals is a good idea. This might just not be the best placement for it. So I've had this makeup on now for about 5 minutes and I just filmed some TikToks and I have realised why I don't like it. It is because these petals are in a placement where they look like gills, so it's giving very much a vibe of a sea creature while also being flowers. So it's kind of too contrasty. I feel like if these were further up my face, they would look more like flowers, whereas right now they look more like gills. But maybe if I did it in blue, this would look really cute and it would look very much like a mermaid. But yeah, that is why I don't like it and that is why it's throwing me off. But anyway, back to past me. So let me know down below in the comments what you would do with it. And before you go, please give the video a like, comment down below what else you'd like me to do, and subscribe as I post a new video every single week, and I'd love to see you again. But until then, bye!